Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for daily updates. Turn on the notification bell. Hope is angry over Daphne's return, while Sheila wants to say goodbye to Luna one more time. The bold and the beautiful. Memories of the past, lies of the present. In Los Angeles, where the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families rule, peace is a short-lived and often fake state of being. Under the surface of high-fashion, corporate power plays and fancy parties are the tumultuous waters of love, betrayal, and secrets that may end lives in an instant. Just when it looks like a delicate balance has been struck, the ghosts of the past always come back to haunt the present, and fresh, bolder lies are set in motion. The week of Monday, July 28th will be a turning point, stretching weak partnerships to their breaking point and revealing a truth so deep that it could start an avalanche of destruction that can't be stopped. Chapter 1. A weak engagement and the smell of a competitor. Hope Logan has been dealing with the ups and downs of her relationship with Liam Spencer for years. Their love story was full of passion, but it was also full of doubt, anguish, and shared pain. Hope thought she had found a new sort of love when she finally broke free and found comfort with Carter Walton. This love was mature, stable, and unchanging. Carter, the good-looking and moral COO of Forrester Creations, promised her a future based on trust and respect. This life was very different from the perpetual chaos she had known. Her engagement ring was more than just a piece of jewelry. It was a sign of the peace she had fought so hard to get and a way to keep the ghosts of her past away. The news that Daphne Rose Muriel Hilaire is coming back to Los Angeles shatters this new peace. Daphne isn't just an old friend. She's a force of nature. She is a Parisian sophisticate with an easy charm and a flirty, disarming energy. She is everything Hope is afraid of. Hope has established her brand. Hope for the future, on honesty and good morals. Daphne, on the other hand, is confident and seductive, and Hope finds her tactics both scary and annoying. The tension is clear right away on Monday. Carter might say something like, "I miss seeing Daphne's vibrant presence at the office," without thinking about it, which Hope hears as a cannon blast. She thinks that his casual comment proves that Daphne still has a hold over him. Hope will try to convince herself to trust Carter and keep the vows they made to one another, but it will be hard for her to do so. Daphne doesn't need to say big things. Her power is in the little things. It's the way she leans in a little too close when she talks to Carter, the way she keeps touching his arm, and the way her eyes twinkle with mischief. Daphne's collection of perfumes makes things much worse. Each perfume is a meticulously created weapon of seduction, an unseen yet potent cloud that heralds her presence and leaves a lingering memory long after she's gone. Hope can't escape these tempting scents, which are always there to remind her of the danger she is in. She is worried because Carter, no matter how much he loves her, is still a guy, and Daphne is very good at getting men to like her. The more Daphne stays in Los Angeles, the more she goes from being a nuisance to a real threat to Hope and Carter's engagement. In Monday's episode, there will be a scene full of subtext in which Hope, feeling trapped, shows off her engagement ring on purpose. She might fix her collar or stroke her hair to make sure the diamond catches the light. This is a simple, nonverbal way for Daphne to back off. She is trying to make her point and set a limit. But this move is probably going to fail. Daphne is not put off by this kind of show of uncertainty. In fact, it's an invitation. It shows weakness, and she will probably see it as a hint that Hope and Carter's relationship isn't as strong as it seems. With this new information, Daphne may redouble her attempts to win Carter over, going after him with renewed energy and a more focused plan. This would leave Hope in a state of uncertainty and doubt that could ruin the safe place she worked so hard to construct. Chapter 2. The Eternal Triangle on an Italian Stage. The epic, stormy love tale of Brooke, Logan, and Ridge Forrester has been the main myth of the bold and the beautiful for decades. Their relationship was built on passion, broken by mistakes, and seems to have been planned by fate. Their relationship has been full of ups and downs, but one thing has always been there: their biggest adversary, Dr. Taylor Hayes. The Brooke Ridge-Taylor Triangle is a famous place of warfare, and the war is far from ended. Taylor has been on the offense lately. She thinks that her relationship with Ridge is more stable and healthy than Brooke's. Thus, she has tried to scare Brooke by using her psychiatric knowledge to analyze and pathologize Brooke's never-ending love for Ridge as a desperate obsession. Taylor told Brooke to back off and let Ridge go for his own good. But Brooke Logan is a fighter. She has complete faith in her and Ridge's fate. She has been through many storms and has seen Ridge come back to her many times. Taylor's warnings are merely noise to her in the grand scheme of things. This struggle that has lasted for centuries is going to move to the lovely setting of Italy. Forrester Creations goes on a business trip, which kicks off a meteoric rise. Old feelings are sure to come back in the lovely, historic streets of Rome, where art and history are everywhere. The setting itself is a spark that will reignite the love between Ridge and Brooke. But the trip won't just be a simple romantic reunion. There will be a lot of anger right below the surface. Ridge is sure to do or say something that makes Brooke feel insecure or angry, as he always does. He might say something foolish about Taylor or get one of Brooke's plans wrong, which would cause a breach between them. Nick Marone, Jack Wagner, will step into that gap. He is a known face from the past. Nick, the charming shipping tycoon and Brooke's ex-husband, has always been a strong competitor for Ridge. He is a different type of life for Brooke, one full of adventure and love and no more Forrester drama. It is not a coincidence that he comes to Italy just as Brooke and Ridge are having problems. He will be there to comfort Brooke, remind her of the passionate bond they used to have, and show her that he is a better choice than a life of constant fighting with Ridge. But, as longtime watchers know, these detours are often just part of the journey back to each other. Nick's presence may make Brooke want to be with him and make Ridge angry, and Taylor may be watching from the sidelines. But the pull between Brooke and her destiny is almost impossible to resist. The spoilers claim that we all know how this B&B story is going to end has a lot of weight behind it. Fans should get ready for heated confrontations, crying misunderstandings, and in the end a powerful, movie-like reunion in the Italian sun. It's not a question of if Brooke and Ridge will get back together. It's a question of how much harm their reunion will create this time. Chapter 3. A doctor's lie and a medical mystery. There is a different type of drama going on. One that has to do with medical ethics and possible conspiracy, not love. When Liam Spencer was told he had a rare and deadly brain tumor, his family went into a panic. People called the surgery that saved her life a miracle. It was done by the famous Dr. Grace Buckingham. But Dr. John Finn Finnegan and Dr. Bridget Forrester don't think the case makes sense. Finn and Bridget are diligent doctors who are very good at seeing small things and knowing when information is being kept from them. As they keep looking over Liam's case files, they feel more and more uneasy. Grace Buckingham acted quite strangely before, during, and after the procedure. She was secretive, almost neurotic, and avoided questioning by using medical jargon. She also kept a tight grip on all details about the treatment. She acted more than just professionally cautious. It seemed like she was trying to hide something. Finn and Bridget decide to step up their research on Monday. They will go from thinking quietly to actively asking questions. They will examine more closely the surgical reports for any strange things, such as notes that have been blacked out that suggest a cover-up, drug combinations that don't make sense, or other things that don't fit with the typical way of doing things. Why did Grace want to handle every part of the case herself so badly? Was she hiding a minor mistake that could have ended her career? Or is the truth something far more evil? The fact that Grace is known to be a con artist makes their suspicions even more scary. This woman has a history of lying and manipulating people to get what she wants. Finn and Bridget's inquiry is a direct threat to her. Grace will do everything she can to keep her wall of secrecy, but she's up against a strong pair. Finn's instinctive nature and Bridget's extensive medical knowledge and commitment to her family make them a strong pair. As they get closer to the truth, Grace will feel more strain and be more likely to be found out. Liam Spencer's health and well-being may be in danger again, since the real tale of his miraculous surgery is about to come out. Chapter 4. A grandmother's sadness and a mother's unbelievable secret. Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, the show's most famous villain, is going through the most heartbreaking and explosive plot arc. Sheila thinks that her granddaughter Luna Nozawa is dead. Her devotion for her family, her son Finn, and, by extension, her granddaughter Luna, has been her only redeeming feature, even though it is a twisted one. Luna's death has broken her heart, taken away her strength, and left her in a condition of raw, desperate grief. Sheila is so sad that she has one last, desperate wish, to say farewell. She goes to Lee Finnegan, Finn's adoptive mother and Sheila's adversary, and begs for closure. She begs to be able to see Luna's body, her grave, or even just an urn with her ashes in it. Sheila is quite vulnerable right now, which is something you don't see very often. Lee's answer is just plain cruel. She not only says no to Sheila's request, but she does it with a lot of anger, telling Sheila that a monster like her has no right to even say Luna's name. She emotionally tears apart the woman who is already broken, as if she enjoys her misery. Sheila is heartbroken and thinks that she is being denied a last chance to see her granddaughter out of malice. But Lee's severe harshness is just a front. It is an over-the-top act meant to hide a huge secret, a falsehood so outrageous that it is hard to believe. Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful say that Luna is still alive. She is still alive. Lee Finnegan is hiding a living, breathing Luna behind closed doors, taking care of her and helping her get better after what was probably a near-fatal accident. Lee has set up this complicated ruse, getting everyone to believe that Luna is dead, even her own son Finn and Sheila, who is still suffering. A perverted form of protection is what drives her. She thinks that the only way to really protect Luna from Sheila Carter's bad, harmful influence is to get rid of her completely, at least on paper. A mother's strong, protective instinct drives her to do something desperate and morally questionable. This secret is like a bomb that is about to go off. How long can Lee keep up this act? What will Finn do when he finds out how much his mother has lied to him? Finn is a man who values honesty. He will be both relieved that his niece is alive and angry that he was so deeply betrayed. And then there's Sheila. When she finds out the truth, it will be nothing short of catastrophic. She will swiftly turn her deep and excruciating grief into a blazing wrath. She will feel better knowing her granddaughter is alive, but the anger of being treated in the worst way possible will quickly take over. Lee Finnegan may have just let loose a version of Sheila Carter that is more spiteful and violent than anybody has ever seen in her effort to defend her family. The effects of this news will be huge, changing relationships and setting the stage for the final showdown between two very determined mothers. Why the Monday episode is important. The episode on Monday, July 28th, represents the turning point for three big arcs: love and trust. Love that is real versus love that is easy. It talks about life, death, and mother's secrets. It starts the dramatic Italy plot, reveals Lee's secret for the first time, and sets off choices that will affect every character's journey. The feelings are strong, betrayals are coming, and choices are waiting to be made. It starts the dramatic Italy plot, discloses Lee's secret for the first time, and sets in motion choices that will affect every character's story. Feelings are strong, betrayals are coming, and choices will shape destinies. Feel free to share any video requests in the comments. I will try to make a video about it. See you in the next video. Stay safe and healthy. May God keep you safe. Thanks for watching my videos.